Come take a look at one of the newest Contemptor Dreadnoughts from Forge World for the Horus Heresy.
Spiky bits.
What's up, hobby maniacs? Baer with you again today, checking out this dope Space Wolf Legion Contemptor Dreadnought, all sculpted up with all the wolfy stuff on it, and a couple of extra weapons for it right here. Now this and the accompanying one for the Thousand Suns, the Osiren, I believe, came out about the same time, of course, you know, for the Inferno book. That was the 7th installment for the Horus Heresy rules-wise from Forge World. Now this one right here is 54 pounds, which I guess in American monies is around $70 US. The Osiren, the Thousand Suns one, which we already have a video, it may or may not already be published. That one was $55.50, so I don't know why it was a dollar or 1.5 pounds more, but it was. Can't tell you why. However, maybe because it has a little bit more sculpting on the arm there for the Force Blade for the Thousand Suns ones. But this one looks great. You know, I think it's great styling. I even like how they're doing the little airbrush kind of swirly thing down here on the base, so it doesn't, you know, it doesn't kind of detract or take away. It's almost like a earth tone kind of neutral, which I really dig right there. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Now this one, like we saw with the, well, some of the Custody Contemptor Dreadnoughts, comes in a little clam pack. Of course, there's the parts right there, but then it's got the little flip out instruction manual here, and you can tell this is the CAD files, the computer 3D design files here, because it's just got the generic palette of the Contemptor Dreadnought, where you can see it's, you know, left, right shoulder, you got the atomic backpack thingamabobber right here, and then all the leg parts. And then remember, you've got the two different legs to choose from if you want to be pushing off or stepping down, or just straight flat. And then the little kneecap right there, and that's it. That's pretty much it. And then you add the other weapons. Now there's no magnet sockets for this one here, like we saw with the Telemon Dreadnought for the Grey Knights. Maybe they'll redesign those in the future to have more magnet holes. Forge World always seems to be innovating and doing new things, which we've come to both admire and respect from them, because they always got that fresh design and fresh stuff out there. So first up is the Space Wolf front to the Contemptor Dreadnought there, and you can see looking great detail. I got a little wolf tooth necklace kind of thing right there, and a little wolf skull motif, little badges there, and some runic talismans of sorts. I guess that's the veteran symbol. And then on the shoulders, there's even more detail, of course, the wolf moniker right there. And then on the legs, just like we saw with the Siren pattern, have some crazy little runic, well, you got a little runic symbol right there, and then of course a little wolf tooth necklace. And then here is the tabard parts right here for the wolf. And then you've got other parts that aren't quite as, those are just standard stock ones right there, the little hip and chest bits that go with that bad boy there. You got the atomic power pack, or atomic, I don't know, the power pack. That's what they get the power from. And the legs, flip those right side up, and then there's the head. That's got all sorts of cool doodads on it. Very, very fresh looking right there. You can almost see it. Yep, there it is. Look at that detail up top. So crisp, so fresh. And then of course, you got the little monocle targeting or retinue, or reticule rather, right there. Trying to make sure we're in focus. Yep, we are. Okay, so there's that. And then of course, you've got your knee pad joints. Don't forget those. Those are done up in a little runic fashion as well. Can you see that? Yep. Okay, cool. Well, it's a little shadowy, but there you go. Now you can see it. So very cool stuff there from Forge World. Great design on that. Let's take a look at the weapons themselves. So these are not Space Wolf specific. These are just the generic assault claw. So you're gonna have all the sockets and things like that. Now this locks into, let's see, which way does this go? That's the fist. That's the little swivel, and the swivel, the socket goes up into here, and that's where the socket goes. And then this piece right there goes into the shoulder of the Contemptor Dreadnought. So that just kind of gives you an idea, left, right, up, down, B, A, start, of how that all that goes together right there. And then this is the front where you put the little claws and whatever weapon you want to put in there, whether it's the flamer, the bolter. Looks like they give you a plasma and some sort of graviton thingamabobber, thingamadooter, some sort of different options there. And then the fisticuff, if you just want normal fingers or if you want grabby talons, they got you covered right there. No instructions in this one, I don't think. Nope. You're on your own. Figure it out. No, it's easy. Those sockets go right into right there, and then everything else just goes together just like I showed you. And then over here we got the double, or the quad. No, I guess it's the double, the dual heavy bolter right there. And we know in 8th edition at least, heavy bolters are neg 1 AP. Haven't ported over that rule set for Horus Heresy yet, but even then, having 2 heavy bolters is pretty cool. And they got the drum-fed ammo right there, ammo reserves. Very neat stuff. Alright, let's take a look at the rules for the Contemptor Dreadnought. Now, there isn't a Space Wolf specific one like we saw with the Osiren, which had a Psychic Pilot ability and it could cast spells and things for Inferno, in Inferno. But in this particular tome, this is just our generic 7th edition Horus Heresy rules here on page 38 of the Red Book. You're going to see all the goodness, right? So you've got the Contemptor Dreadnought Talon. You can take 1 to 3 of these bad boys for 135, plus of course any of the weapons you want right there. We showed you the dual heavy bolter. Where's that bad boy? Replaces heavy bolter. Oh, the twin linked heavy bolter, or it's Dreadnought close combat weapon with 1 of these weapons right here. Of course, it runs the gamut of things that we already come to know and expect. Well, there's also a cat here taking part in the unboxing. Can't keep them out of here, they'll just make more noise. And then all the special rules right here. You got, of course, what it's armed with, smoke launcher, searchlight, which smoke launchers do different things between Horus Heresy 7th edition and 8th edition 40k. The automatic deflector, the overcharge, the unstable internment, fleet special rule, move through cover special rule, and the dedicated transport, of course, is a single Dreadnought may select a Legion Dreadnought drop pod as a dedicated transport. Of course, we know that's the Lucius pattern. So, automatic deflector gives you a 5-up invulnerable save against shooting attacks and explosions that originate in the front arc, which, of course, in 8th edition doesn't exist anymore. In addition, if it suffers a vehicle explodes damage, add +1 to the radius of the blast. The overcharge will allow you at the beginning of the controlling player's turn, you can declare that the Contemptor is overcharging its reactor and get 1 of these special rules. The Rage, +1 move through cover, +2 on your run distance, or +1 initiative. Obviously, all those are beneficial depending on what you arm it with. And unstable internment. Must always make sweeping advances as if it is able to do so and can never be a scoring unit, because the little guy inside, the spam in the can, so to speak, is, you know, just wants to play, just wants to hug things with his big crazy Dreadnought fists right there. So there's the rules for him, and of course, you know, it's got the got that wolfy flavor to it. This is the Legion Astartes Age of Darkness Army List book right here. Now, depending on, you know, if you take them for Space Wolves, obviously there's going to be some rights of war depending on what you want to do, but, you know, check the Space Wolf rules for all that, because it may or may not apply to Dreadnoughts. Actually, it did not look, but if you're already watching this video, you probably already know. Or you're just going to take this guy in 8th edition 40k because, well, Dreadnoughts suddenly are a lot better, regardless of if they're a Contemptor or the Mark V Ferris or Ferrum pattern that we're all pretty familiar with, the stock, you know, Dreadnought right there. So it's a great looking kit. Like I said, goes for about 70, 75, depending on how the wind blows on the exchange rate right there. And of course, you can just buy the torso and then get whatever weapons you want separately if that's your thing. but they also have like a little bundle where it would get all this, you know, kind of as pictured right there. But you know, you saw the options. You can buy pretty much whatever you want to go on this bad boy right here. Now, if you like our features here on this channel, make sure you subscribe to us and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to thumbs up and comment on our videos here, and head on over to thelongwar.net, the home of 8th edition battle reports, for exclusive content, early access videos, and more. Become a veteran of the Long War today.